back again. So today we're doing a different flight from the UK tour, and we're back in Lincolnshire, back at Barkston, doing this through Malkit. He's not asked for it. He's not asked for it, but I'm doing it anyway. So the plan is, what I'm going to do, Malkit, just going to have a little bit of a fly around. It's not a planned thing. Let's see if we can see if we can go to a few places and just have a little buzz around. I think what we'll do is we'll head to go to your neck of the woods first, I think. And then what we might do is we might head over to Newark. Then we'll just see where it takes us based on time, shall we? So I hope you enjoy it, Marky. We're a little limited on time, but we'll try and make the most of it. So I made into Great Gonnaby. I've done Grantham already, everyone, so we're not going to cover that too much today. It's a short flight. I've got to confess I am very limited on my time here on Flight Simulator, unfortunately, as my Xbox Live is going to be coming to a close soon, and it's going to cost me £60 to buy the game. I don't actually have the license. So we're going to have to look at that and see if we can afford to keep it going, because I've also got my PlayStation account. So as you can imagine, it gets quite expensive. So you can see where we are. We're going over towards Great Gonnaby now. So I'll try and give you a good look as we're flying it over. A few swoops. Go around one more time, so if you want to screenshot it or whatever, and now's the time to do it. I'll do another sweep round. I know you're on the edge of these fields, aren't you? Somewhere. So I don't expect you to say where, but hoping we can cover the... Is that a path there, Malky? Can you walk along the back of them fields there? Is that a public footpath? It looks like one on there. bet that's an awesome walk if you can walk down to the river from there. Right, I'll shoot round. Please, I hope I've got this right. I hope this is really good. This area. Right, right guys, so we've done the sweep over Great Gonaby and Grantham is there. What we're going to do, we're going to head up the A1 and make our way to Newark. So another look over there. One more sweep over this part of Great Gonaby. Folks, I'm going to do this bit as well. We've not done this bit yet. Right, okay. So now we're going to head up the A1. So we're going to follow the north now and get to Newark. This is a little retail park here. This is where downtown is. You can get it all downtown. There we go. There's downtown. Blast away at the A1. We'll go maximum attack. Follow the A1 all the way up. I'll tell you what, Mark, I think it's a new geocaching series up here somewhere. I thought about going to do it. In the same area I went last time. Very tempted to do it anyway. It's not sure where, it's around this area somewhere. So I hope you all have a very, very happy bank holiday weekend. I hope it's all going well for you and I hope you enjoy it. I know the weather is a little bit mixed this weekend if you're in Britain. But regardless, I hope you enjoy it even if you don't get a barbecue. I hope you get out. Do a bit of hiking or walking or whatever it is you're doing. I might go out and do some geocaching this weekend, but have not decided where yet. Could be anywhere, not made that decision. See, we're following the flow of the river. Obviously we're heading towards Newark. And there's Bay Polo to the right there. And as you can see, the first place you come up to is Ollerrton. My uncle used to live in Ollerrton, and somebody that I worked with for a long time also lives in Ollerrton. In fact, still does live in Ollerrton. So I'll tell you a little story about Newark. When I was a child growing up, I used to come here quite a lot with my grandma on the bus, and we'd have chips at the chip shop, go to Sconce Park. Just enjoy it, just really enjoy it. We used to get on the bus, and it was a single decker bus, but really comfortable. I used to love riding on that bus. I can't actually remember who owned the bus company. It was a really clean set of buses they used to have. I should remember now, but I can't. Okay. Now I had an operation recently. I actually went to Newark to have my operation. Big pump there, wait, didn't know that was there. To be fair, it's very rare that I come over this side of Newark. Right, so let's go over, let's find Sconce Park. Okay, so there is the secondary small car park. Sconce Park. And there you can see the sconce stuff. It actually looks really cool on there, the 3D imaging. How cool was that? That's remains of an old fort, if you're wondering, folks. A little circle around it. Then of course you've got the little marina. Marina. So now we're going to go. Oh, there's two things I want to show you actually. Two things. So what we're going to do, folks, is I'm hoping it'll be able to show you the castle, but I think that is pretty much. Oh, it is there. It is there. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, Newark Castle is there. Try and bring plane down as much as I can. We'll try and run it along the block. There's the big train station. No train stations here. That is on the right there. Look. Which actually goes to Grantham. I just need to make a turn here, folks, and go back, check the castle out. Let's get past the cricket ground here. This is Brown Hills Caravan Sales. Massive place here, just here, guys. Brown Hills. Been there a few times to look at caravans and motorhomes. Well, it's mainly motorhomes, it's motorhome selling business. But fortunately, never had the money to buy one. Come close once to buying one from there. Well, we didn't buy it in the end. Right, so let's get down here. slow and low. Slow and low. And there's the castle, guys. Newark Castle. That building there is not there. The castle's there. And you've got the big church, which sits right in the middle. Newark. Oh, but it's playing up a bit. So it looks like a massive just place full of blooming concrete buildings, but it's not. It's an old market town with an old market square. Don't really do it justice with this map then. It doesn't look anything like this, guys. There's the big church. It is actually a decent sized church. Newark. Ooh, there's the lock. There it is, guys. There's the lock there, the canal. Now, I watched a canal boat try and turn around there and got stuck a few years ago. That was quite funny. Right, so where I'm taking you now is I'm going to take you to a place. It's quite famous actually. It was the last major engagement of the War of the Roses, which was the Battle of Stoke Field. So I do plan on coming here for a walk. If I can try and get up here this year, that would be awesome. But you can't actually get onto Stoke Field itself. So we'll try and come along here. Now it's one of these, it's basically where the river joins here. Stoke battlefield was just to the right here. So though the Yorkist King Richard III had been killed at the Battle of Bosworth, 2 years earlier the victorious Lancastrian King Henry grip on the crown remained somewhat tenuous. Seeking to reverse the outcome of Bosworth was the Yorkist Earl of Lincoln, who had arrived at the country at the head of the mainly mercenary army recruited from Germany, Switzerland and Ireland. At Lincoln's side was the impostor Lambert Simnel, who had been crowned the king in Dublin a few weeks earlier. And so on the 16th of June 1487, 8,000 strong Yorkist forces took up their position at Rampire Hill to await the arrival of a slightly larger royal army under the command of the Earl of Oxford. Oxford had divided the royal army into three, but the Yorkists engaged the leading troops before they had time to properly form. The battle raged on for 3 hours, unable to retreat due to the surrounding River Trent, which is what you're looking at here, guys. The mercenaries had no other option than to fight it out. When the Yorkist ranks finally did break, the mercenaries were pursued down a ravine known as the Bloody Gutter. Bloody Gutter. By the royalist troops and put to the sword. With almost all the Yorkist commanders killed in the battle, the future King Henry's rule and that of his Tudor dynasty was all but secured, and it was part of the War of the Roses. There was 12,000 Lancasterians and 8,000 Yorkists. The casualties of the Lancasterians are unknown, but Yorkists suffered 4,000 casualties. And you can only imagine how many people died. It was one of the biggest and one of the bloodiest battles in British history. And yeah, this is where it happened. But I wanted to show you that because I thought that was quite an important part of our history. There is a bit of a walk to do around the area. You can't really get that close to it. I've contemplated bringing a drone along, flying it, but again I'm not sure what the position is for that, but we can get away with doing it. Okay, so we're going to head to, let's head to Southwell now. It's not far away from it. Ahead of us we have the Southwell Racecourse. Get through Ollerrton first. Now depending on where you're from, some people call it Southwell, some people call it Southwell. To be fair, I've always called it Southwell, but sometimes I call it Southwell. So, obviously it's Southwell has got another major part of British history, but it's also, because it has the Southwell Cathedral here, but it also has another very major bit of important history that you may or may not know about. Have you heard of the Bramley apple? Well, the Bramley apple originated in Southwell, and I have actually done the Bramley apple trail. However, I have not shared that upload yet. We did it in 2 parts. But yeah, and a very interesting part of British history, that the Bramley apple tree originated in Southwell. The very first one that germinated in this town. I thought you'd like that. So we'll go over to the cathedral. Now, you will have seen some of my uploads from Southwell. I have done a few uploads from here. because I love walking around this place. I absolutely love it. Okay, so get down low. Woo. There's the cathedral, and as you can see, it is big and impressive. That tower block does not exist, guys, but that is where the school is, the secondary school, Minster, and obviously the church is a Minster. It's called Southwell Minster. Cathedral? Minster? I don't know if there's a difference, but anyway, yeah. That is Southwell Minster, so I do apologise if I call it Cathedral, but it's not Cathedral, it's Minster. And that's the Minster School. Get this circuit done. So obviously this town's got a lot of history as well, as I've already explained. With a massive when you come out of town here, guys, part of the Bramley Trail takes you through these fields here, which produces a lot of strawberries. A lot of strawberries in this one. I'll have to go look behind it. Just keep it going, guys. Just keep it going. We'll go a bit further. I ain't even taking you to Lincoln. That should have been another place I should have took you to. But anyway, we're heading this way now, so we'll keep on going. It's a magical mystery tour. I'm gonna head towards Farnsfield, I think. Oh, Farnsfield's over here. I can turn to Farnsfield. Okay, so I spent a lot of time as a child in Farnsfield. sure I've flown this area before, but we'll do it. So Farnsfield is an old, small village. Well, it's not small anymore, guys. Some of the village is expanding rapidly. There's a very famous bomber memorial here where a bomber crashed in World War II. I love coming here, it's a lovely little village. I love walking around it. Now the bomber memorial is up this lane here. It's situated where the farm is, farm entrance. It's actually here, yeah. Oh, there kind of is something there. That patch there where my nose is now, that's where the bomb memorial is. Just obviously next to this massive farmhouse. So yeah, this is Farnsfield, everyone. And now what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to head let's go to Bilsall, and then we'll head to Rufford Abbey, and then we'll go to the Major Oak, and then we'll go to Ollerrton, and then we'll think about landing. I think that's what we'll do. So Bilsall is really a mining village. I used to ride my bike, see from Farnsfield there, see that wood line there, that is an old railway line I used to run from Bilsall. I'd ride my bike all the way up here. I would then go across, fly over Bilsall. I would fly over Bilsall, I would ride through Bilsall, and I would then head towards Rufford Abbey, and one time I was riding my bike along here. Basically, there's a private lane you can ride on. I never once got stopped riding along it did say private. And I'd ride all the way along, and it'd bring me out at the side of Rufford Abbey. Now, an interesting fact, there was a famous person that lived down here, and he was quite famous back in his day, called Duncan Norvell. And I bumped into him down here, and we had a chat. And he was a really nice bloke, but he was really angry with his neighbours. That's what I remember. But yeah, we had a chat. I was just riding a bike through, talked about different things. But this is Rufford Abbey here. So you can park there, and you can come into the abbey itself and just come down it. It's not really high. So this is Eamon Corner Kart Track. I've been here quite a few times. I posted one of the fastest times of this kart track when I was young. But there's a guy who used to come 3 times a week and he smashed it. He came back, he found out that I'd got the fastest time, and he came and smashed it. So it was very short-lived. Right, so yeah. This is Rufford Abbey. Duncan lived down here, on this road. And the Abbey is here. And it's got absolutely beautiful gardens here, It's got a play park there for the kids. And then you can walk around the lake. And then you're going to see something else that is unique. And that's Rufford Ford. You want to know about Rufford Ford, guys? Just type it in online on YouTube. And you'll find videos with hundreds of thousands of views. Very famous. But obviously, I was going to Rufford way before it was famous for its Ford. And I've got to admit, I am one of the victims of the Ford back in 1995, I believe it was. Could have been 1994. Unfortunately, I was a victim. There were no cameramen there at the time. No one filming. I was all on my own. I was just trying to get home. It was dark. I made a mistake going through, and it was too deep. Right, so now we're going over Edwinstowe. And this is where the Major Oak is. And the Major Oak is famous because of Robin Hood. It is thought that it was Robin Hood's hideout. It's in that wood there somewhere. But obviously you can imagine all this was woodland. But not anymore. Okay. Let's get over to Ollerrton. It's actually really nice around here because you've got Thorsby Hall and then you've got Lumber. Might have time to take you over there before I have to land. So let's do Ollerrton. Ollerton's a big town. I've walked around here and talked about it before. It's where my grandparents lived and where I spent a lot of my childhood here in Ollerton. Here's the old Ollerton and the mill. Now you've got this complex in the middle of Ollerton here. This was where the pit used to be, where my granddad worked. Now it's a big business centre and Tesco's. And my grandparents lived on this long lane here, which is just on my left wing tip now. There, that lane is called Walesby Lane. My mum and dad got married at that church there in the centre of the roundabout. My grandparents lived at this property here. Rear tail now on Walesby Lane. Just on that junction, so if you see where that junction is, there on the tail, that's where my grandparents lived. Do another circuit round, shall we? Reminiscing for old time's sake. This is the school here at Ollerrton. I used to go swimming there as a child. The walks that me and my granddad used to do, we used to walk everywhere. And I've still got relatives that live here. My cousins still live here. But yeah, brings back a lot of memories, guys. My grandparents' house was that one there. There, just on the wingtip. Okay, right. What we're going to do now, guys, is we are going to land at Gamston. Okay, so we're coming over Wales a bit. Oh, forgot to mention, this is the Scout Centre here. And this is where I filmed that little cave on my drone a few years ago. and this is Wales bit. We are heading towards Gamston, and we're going to go flying straight in really to Gamston. So straight over Wales bit. We're not really going to get to see Retford today. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to take this opportunity to take you for a flight out. I thought you might enjoy it. I just want to say a big thank you to supporting the channel. I hope you've enjoyed this flight today. I've just tried to tell you a few things and a bit of history. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have had a fantastic weekend, or about to have a fantastic weekend. And please, please, please subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely amazing if you're new here. And if you're regular, thank you very much for helping me. This will massively help my hours, my watch hours. We are preparing to land. Didn't even know we were landing here, guys, to be honest, but yeah, I've figured it out. So as you can see, there's the A1 ahead of us, and we're going straight over the A1 again. Sweet, guys. Straight down. Pretty perfect landing. I believe there's a cafe at Gamston. That's it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you. Goodbye.